In this video, we are going to talk about how the government can restrict the population so that you cannot buy or sell. And we are starting right now. In Revelation chapter 13 verse 17, the Bible says, "And no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." Just in case you do not know who or what the beast is, I have linked a video in the description box that explains everything you need to know about the beast in Revelation 13. So you may watch it later after this. Right after reading this passage in the Bible, the natural question that follows is, how can the government restrict the population so that you cannot buy or sell? Especially considering the fact that everyone is entitled to their rights and their freedom. How is this prophecy going to be fulfilled? Now, in order for us to address that, let us look at the transformation the financial system has been undergoing over the years. To begin with, the Chinese were the first people in the world to invent paper money back in the 7th century. Since then, we have been using physical money until recent years when the advancement in technology has made it possible for us to do electronic transactions or online payments. Now, more than 1400 years later, China again has issued digital currency.
Now it looks like PBOC, China's central bank, is the first one to issue digital currency.
They're not cryptocurrencies. They're not so-called stable coins. In effect, they are the national physical currency of a country, just represented in a digital form.
But the digital yuan isn't a payment system. It's actual money.
The interesting part is that China is not the only country which is interested in this digital currency. But all other countries around the world are also moving towards this direction, and it is transforming the world into a cashless society. As at the release of this video, 40 countries are undertaking research on this digital currency. 3 banks have launched central bank digital currencies for commercial use. 14 countries are doing piloted testing for this digital currency. Further 16 are in the proof of concept stage, and another 40 countries, including the Philippines, are in the research stage. Rolling up on your screen is a list of countries that have made the most progress on this digital currency. You may pause the video and have a look at them and play again to continue. Now look at this. Philippines Central Bank to launch digital currency pilot program. Major Australian bank to end cash withdrawals from some of its branches. Is this the end of ATMs in Australia? Thousands of cash machines are removed across the country as banks go digital and fear of cashless society grow.
We've taken another step towards a cashless society. A big bank has confirmed customers in some locations can no longer withdraw money over the counter as branches continue to wind back services.
It's up there with the pub with no beer, the bank with no cash. ANZ has confirmed some branches no longer handle cash at the counter. Others are directing customers to smart ATMs for cash transactions. ANZ says only 8% of its customers rely solely on branches. NAB says for its customers, it's only 3%. The number of bank branches nationally dropped 30% in major cities over 5 years, from more than 3,000 to around 2,300.
It's closed down about 12 months ago, so I've got to come down to South Melbourne. And if that closes down, I don't know where I've got to go, so for checks and everything else.
It's a worldwide trend, and there are concerns it hurts disadvantaged customers the most.
Senior citizens, new migrants, people who are disabled, they do need, if you like, face-to-face help. There's a danger here of excluding some elements of our society when we talk about inclusion all the time.
The latest figures on ATMs shows the number of machines has more than halved from almost 14,000 back in 2017 to around 6,000 in the middle of last year.
I would point out to people that cash is still very important, both as a means of payment, because if you're paying by cash, you don't get surcharged.
Emma O'Sullivan, 7 News.
This digital currency is setting the world up for the fulfillment of the prophecy in Revelation chapter 13 verse 17. The replacement of paper money and coins with this digital currency will give the government unprecedented access to your financial transactions. It will also give the government the power to track how you are spending your money, and most of it all, total control to the government so that they can restrict what you can do and cannot do with your money. There will be a point where the banks will be able to look inside every single transaction that you do, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This also means that if you are a human rights activist or a Christian, authorities can now use this new development or technology to punish you if you engage in activities they consider anti-government. So when the mark of the beast is implemented, the faithful children of God who will not receive the mark of the beast will have their bank account cut off so that they cannot buy or sell. So that is how you get the fulfillment of the prophecy in Revelation chapter 13 verse 17, which says you cannot buy or sell except you have the mark of the beast. This video right here will explain to you what the mark of the beast is, so watch it next.